Hello and welcome to 1 year in my life. This 2020, the year of COVID-19 and the lockdowns. And I'm in my motorhome. I spent the year in my motorhome, as I will be next year, I trust, and have done for the last few years. What was it like in the summer of 2020? So in around, I think it was the 23rd of June, I arrived in a place called Iława. I had the intention of spending 3 days there. That was the intention, but it ended up being a great deal more. And this is one of the advantages of living in a motorhome. Now, what's interesting in Iława is that Iława has the longest lake in Poland. It's neither the deepest because it's quite shallow, nor is it the largest because it's very narrow. In places it looks a bit like a river rather than a lake, but the lake itself is very long. And the tourist office suggested I leave my van in a certain place. I did, but then I found out at night it was used by for people racing around, so I then moved my van, and I had a great time whilst I was there. Now this is really, for me, contact with nature, fantastic cycling. I met people, I went sailing, I met people to go in the kayak with. This to me was absolutely fantastic location as well. I mean, obviously it's been helped by the people I met, and I joined a sort of local cycling group, and we did long excursions to other places, and quite honest, it couldn't have been better. And this is absolutely what van life should be. Now, rather than go through all the excursions, I might start sticking 1 or 2 videos up. But one place, Ostróda, which is based on lakes, part of the West Masurian Lake District. But above all, a place I've been wanting to see for many years, and this is a canal. There's a canal between Elbląg and Ostróda, but what it's got is something called inclined planes. Now, an inclined plane is when you've got a canal. A canal might be at this level and you've got this level. Now, you can either have a system of weirs which sort of allow the boats to go down. Alternatively, what the engineers in the 19th century came up with is this system of pulleys, which you've got which will either pull up and down the boats, so they go in both directions. Absolutely amazing. And this is all done. There was no electricity when they thought of this. It's all done by water power. The idea of doing inclined planes, in fact, it's been lots of places have actually got inclined planes. I mean, some major ones, for example, in North America, particularly in Canada. The last one I know that was built, I think there was one in Russia about 7 years ago was built, but I mean, major ones in France and other countries as well. So it's but this from a tourist route, and when you're cycling up and down as well, not only on the boat, but it's absolutely fantastic. This should be a UNESCO location, as I met a couple of people from Switzerland and we spent time in there with them, and that's what they said. This should be a UNESCO. Also managed to stay at an absolutely outstanding campsite. I thought it was outstanding. It was the best free campsite I've ever been to. There had been a paid campsite there, but I think they just gave up for some reason. I don't know why. And then maybe it's not enough people there outside of the season. I don't know. Maybe it's not economically viable, but it was a wonderful location. I found here what I think is one of the best campsites I've been to, and it's free. I don't think it was always free. I think it's just free in this moment, but it's very good. So, first of all, the location. It's located next to the Ostróda Elbląg canal. I got here last night, and it was dark, no lights on the campsite as such. There were lights here, but at the top there's a car parking space for the boat trips. And I went first of all to the car park, and then I found this place down here, so I moved the van. And I mean, it's fantastic sounds of nature. You can hear the occasional screech of an owl or other wildlife. And today's the 17th of August. That's absolutely outstanding. Now you can watch the boats going past. This is, I'm going to call it this, I don't know what the correct term is, so at the moment I'm going to call it a basket. It's a basket for holding boats. In a way, I've sort of taken that from the Polish word more than anything else. And so the boats will go into there, and this works like cable cars work. And so the boat in there, and you can see when I say cable car, because as they go up and down, one comes up and the other one goes down. And you can see that now there's one. This one's going empty, but the one at the top has got a boat in it. Another place we visited when we were there is went to Pasłęk. Now I tend to go to Pasłęk once every 6 or 7 years anyway. So it's a small town and not so far from Elbląg. And we went there to a snail restaurant, and I shall be sticking up my video of eating snails before long. From there, I went to a castle. It's not really a castle, it's more of a palace, but it's a palace built in the 19th century to look like a castle. A place called Carnita, again able to explore the surroundings, which was really again on the bicycle. Wonderful area to go, Western Masuria on the bicycle in summer. To me was quite wonderful. Anyway, then everything, all good things come to an end, but you also then have even better things to come. And then I went to Dusseldorf. Now you can say that a separate video of my trip to Dusseldorf, which you can see in another video.